Welcome back to Lorena's Kitchen, cooking in the urban studio. Tonight we're going to be making some greens and beans with butternut squash noodles, like spaghetti. So first things first, we're going to get our stove heating. Very, very lowly on both flames. And utilize a skillet and a saute pan for our beans. We're gonna use some onion and a little bit of garlic first in our pan to get our pan seasoned with our olive oil, and then we'll add in our cannellini beans and our stock. So just gonna slice up the onion very thinly. Put that off to the side for now. And garlic we can mince up. If you don't have the tool that I'm going to show you, it's more than fine. You can mince it by hand. So this is a mincer. It's awesome. You just have to put in the garlic clove and you push it on out and you have perfectly minced garlic. You can quickly invest in it. It's very cheap, a couple bucks at the store. And it'll save you a lifetime. So our Swiss chard has already been washed, and keep your stems separate from your leaves. Your leaves are going to go in later on. Your stems always get cooked a little bit earlier since they're hardier. And we're going to just trim off the end parts and discard. And keep your stems away from your big leaves. On your leaves, you can go a bigger cut as they're going to wilt down, so it's not going to take up a lot of space anyway. And put that off to the side. All right, now my pans are definitely heated up. I've got my garlic ready, my onion is ready, my Swiss chard is already cut up. I've already cheated by getting my butternut squash already spiralized. You could do it with a container. I've rinsed my organic cannellini beans and they are ready to go. I have some vegetable stock too. So we just want to heat up some olive oil in our pan for our cannellini beans. And I'm going to use all of the onion in that pan. And I'm going to use about a half of the garlic, and I've maybe done 4 cloves of garlic minced up all together, and just give it a good mix around so that you get everything. I want it to get really fragrant. Like, it's going to be a lot of onion, a lot of garlic, but Those are two of the most comforting smells in the entire universe for me. Hopefully something similar for you. After about, when your nose smells that it's right, that's when it's really right. When it smells so good, the garlic and the onion like are just perfect together. Maybe about like a minute in, we're gonna add our cannellini beans. And we're also going to add vegetable stock to it so that these cannellini beans will start to cook down. And those are going to probably go for about 10 to 15 minutes on heat, but low and slow always goes the best way. And my pan for my Swiss chard is going because we're going to saute up those stems first, and then we'll add in our leaves, and then we're going to set those aside. And we'll get that going because we're going to use more of our garlic and a little bit more olive oil. Once that's, olive oil heats up really quick, so you don't need a lot of time. And I have about maybe 2 teaspoons left of garlic after I've already used some for our beans. So I'm going to take like another teaspoon of garlic for our Swiss chard. You hear that nice sizzle? It's one of those like most fragrant sounds in the universe, as long as you keep it very well modified. Alright, so honestly the garlic only takes about like 30 seconds to get fragrant, and then we're going to add our stems of our Swiss chard. And those just have to cook down a little bit. They have to get tender but they are totally beautiful. We've got so many different colors going on in this like pan alone, plus then our cannellini beans, which are like nice and white with our onions. And we've got our butternut squash noodles, which are great. Mush that around. I definitely would like some Himalayan salt or some sea salt up in this mixture, in my little like Swiss chard mixture, and just a pinch in the cannellini beans, and a pinch probably being about a teaspoon, and a little bit in my Swiss chard. Salt enhances, unless of course you do have blood pressure problems, then totally avoid like the salting. You can get other salt like substitutes totally up to you, but a little bit of salt will never really hurt you, unless of course you do have issues with it. I am going to add the rest of my Swiss chard to my stems. And that is something that I'm just going to have to continuously now mix around to get it going down and get it all right, perfect, and ready to be mixed into our cannellini beans and eventually our butternut squash noodles when we get those going. So I guess we're going to take a break and we will be right back, and I'll see you